Yo, yo. I think we are live. Just logging on here. We got some people already in the chat going to Solitude, someone going to Mount Hood. That's awesome, guys. Eating a double stuffed Oreo here to get us going. I don't know if I've ever wear stripes on stream before, or in any of my videos for that matter. Jeff, welcome to the Stoke Squad. Starting off the stream strong. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks for the support. Hope you enjoy the channel. Hope you enjoy the stream. Hello, Kieran. You're a good man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. You're a good man for your support on the vlogs, the videos, the channel. Peter, so excited for you to go to Solitude, man. I feel like the video doesn't do it justice because I was there when we didn't have snow yet. And there's some really epic terrain there, so super stoked for you, man. And cool that you're using your next year season pass already. That's real sweet. Justin, what's up, man? How you doing? You're going to Mount Hood on Sunday? That should be sick, too. That should be sick. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Carlo, hello. What's up, man? Appreciate your support recently as well. Parker Polk, what's up, dude? Rose Salant, what's up? Okay, it's pronounced Kyron. I'm sorry, man. I think. Hopefully I said that correctly. Kyron. I don't even want to try to pronounce your last name. Justin says it'd be cool to see you guys ski. Club one day at Whistler. Wise like I. Oh, Kyron. Okay. And Justin, who are you talking about with? I'd love to go up to Whistler. I might even go up there this summer if possible, depending on the border situation, but... Oh, you and One Cup Media. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be down. That'd be so cool. That'd be fun. I'd love to get back up to Whistler. I gotta check that channel out still. Why is like I and then Olischuk. So Kyron Olischuk. Kyron Olischuk. What nationality is that? Talking about you guys are really similar in subs right now. I will. So yeah, guys, here's what's going on. The streams, which I typically have done on Wednesdays, I'm doing on obviously Tuesday because I'm traveling tomorrow, and so it'd just be kind of difficult to stream. And then this past weekend, I didn't ski or anything. I just basically worked on sort of like a longer format vlog, ski movie, mini documentary. I'm not really sure what it's called or what it even is. It's kind of my first stab at something of this magnitude and this sort of style, so not really sure what to expect, but I spent basically all weekend just trying to organize that and start to put that together because once I started working on it, I realized just the magnitude of the project and trying to get footage from all of the trips we went on, sort of just trying to put together a storyline to it so it's not just like repeats of what we've already seen, basically. So that's kind of why that's the change in the schedule for probably like these next 2 weeks. And so on Friday, I'm going to be in North Carolina, but I'm hoping to have a like trailer or a teaser to kind of put out on the channel so you guys can see what's going on. And then next week, hopefully I will have another episode out from go-karting this weekend, and then hopefully the full-length movie or vlog, whatever, will be out on Friday of next week. So that's my plan, and then kind of just get right back into the regular scheduled programming of 2 videos a week, Tuesdays, Fridays, things like that. So that's my plan, and that's kind of why this week and even parts of next week is a little bit different. It's just because I'm trying to put this movie together, and it's just a lot. So anyways, That's where we're at. And Kyron is Russian. My grandpa's full-blood Russian. That's amazing, dude. I am full-blood Italian. So I feel you on that. Lucas Catania. People butchered my last name. They still butcher my last name. That's cool, man. Always gotta find some good music here. Maybe it's a better track. Carlo, I'm stoked you've been enjoying the videos, man. I know they might, like, I don't know. I think ski videos are so seasonal, you know what I mean? That it's like once ski season's over, which kind of feel like it is here in Utah, at least. But we'll find something else, whether that's go-karting or just exploring, things like that. So, Kyler, what's up, dude? Good to see you on the stream again, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing well. Just got off work a little while ago and got the stream set up. So, how's flying going and stuff, dude? That is so cool that you're doing that, man. Literally so cool, guys. Kyler is, I don't know. Explain in the chat. I don't want to get it wrong, but you're training to become a pilot or you're in flight school? But man, that's so cool, dude. Justin, it's a shred show. Okay. I can get around that. That's what it'll be called. It's gonna be a shred show. Love it. The title of the film, for people who are here, it's called Patience and Prudence. That's what I'm calling it, because I think it's kind of speaks to the events that went down this winter, whether it was kind of no snow in the beginning and then super high avalanche danger, and then just the general nature of the coronavirus, things like that, and just the events that happen at each place. So that's going to be the title of the film. It's called Patience and Prudence, and hopefully it all comes together. Like I said, as I get into it more and more, I'm like, it's so much to cull through all the footage and like figure out what bits of each day work together. So anyways, it'll all come together. Amanda, hello. Thank you for stopping by again. I appreciate it. How's your night going, Amanda? Viva Italia. That's right. Something like that, Scott. But yeah, fully Italian and Viva. Montana is getting dumped on. Kyron, that's sick. We actually got dumped on this morning. It was a nightmare on the roads here in Utah. Yeah, just the canyons to get up to, like, from Salt Lake to Park City. We probably got, like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 inches. But now it's, like, pretty warm, and it's supposed to be warm for the next, like, month. So this might have been our last snow ever for this season. But I'm sure a lot of areas around here got dumped on. And I'm sure it was a sleeper pow day. Kyron, I gotta go. Love the vids, man. You'll be one of my favorite YouTubers. See you later. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Whoa, choked on my Oreo. Thanks for taking the time to be here, dude. I'll see you in the next one. Carlo, what ski resort video is next? So, I don't think I'm gonna have another ski resort video in the future. Because like I said, I'm working on this sort of ski film that's kind of an aggregate of the entire season, almost like a season edit or like recap, but it's basically all through my POV and the adventures that we got ourselves in, whether it was just with the van or skiing, things like that. So I think the next immediate video, other than a teaser to the movie or the film or the vlog or the documentary, whatever you want to call it, is going to be a go-karting video, because I'm going to North Carolina on Wednesday to go to the GoPro Motorplex to do some racing. So I'll probably make some videos on that. And then the ski movie will be out, and then that'll probably be it for the ski videos for this season. So we'll have to find something else to do. We might do some summer riding, but for the most part, I'll probably go to Snowbird once or twice more, because they're supposed to be open till like Memorial Day, but it's just not the same, you know? It's just not the same sort of skiing, but anyways. So, hope you guys stick around, but... oh, Matt Pike's here. Finally made it to a stream. Thank you, dude. I feel like you've been making it to quite a few. I mean, I think maybe recently, just because you're literally like across the world in the UK, but yeah, dude, thanks for being here. I appreciate it, man. It's dope to see your yellow badge up there. That's cool. Amanda says, it's good. Work was good and got time to run after work. I'm loving the longer days. How was your day? That's awesome, man. It's just like the simple things. Time to run after work. That's amazing. I'm loving the longer days too. It's amazing how much of an impact it has. As much as I love winter, I am also stoked that we have these longer days. It's just a bit warmer. So yeah, it's getting me excited for summer and even just spring. But my day was good. Had like a super long video shoot. We had this huge property we had to shoot, um, like $30 million. There's a ranch and it was like 108 acres. So I spent most of my day shooting video, um, and it was like snowing and windy. So it was kind of one of those battling the elements sort of day, but it could be worse. It wasn't bad. How far did you run, Amanda? Damn, this song slaps too. Carl, I'm stoked for the ski movie. Me too, man. Me too. I'm hoping I can pull it off. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself and strive for something that's just unobtainable. Um, but at the end of the day, if I have fun and I'm proud of what I make, that's really all that matters. So, yeah, it should be out. I was crazy to think I could get it out like tomorrow because there's just no way. I'm probably like 20% of the way done. And then I still need to like kind of go back in and make sure it all makes sense. But I'm hoping it'll be out Friday, next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Which I think is kind of fitting because I think that's when most of the ski resorts are kind of closing. Anyways, but if you had to put a top, if you had to, oh, Timmy, what's up, Timmy? Thanks for being here, number one. If you had to put together a top 5 list of your favorite resorts, what would it be? Okay. Top 5. I'm going to probably say, and it's changed from after this season. So, Timmy, I'm going to say Snowbird was my first number 1. I'm going to have to say Alta was number 2. Grand Targhee is number 3. Probably Jackson Hole is number 4. And then number 5. Number 5 might have to be Snow Basin of the ones that I went to. But like Arapahoe Basin, Breckenridge, Vale, I feel like I need to include all those. I was just almost just trying to do what I did this season. Because I do think A Basin and Breckenridge, maybe not Breck, but I think A Basin deserves to be up there as well. But yeah, Targhee was really cool. Alta's obviously amazing. They're all so close, you know? But that's a good question, Timmy. Oh yeah, Kyler, we're working on getting my pilot's license right now, hoping to have my first license sometimes in May, then I can work on adding additional ratings from there, commercial, multi-engine, etc. That is so crazy. Where are you doing that out of, man? Like, what is the home airport that you're doing it? Would it be like Woods Cross or something? Pilot's license right now, hoping to have my first license then. What is the time from like May to when you can get your additional ratings? Like, how long could you be a commercial pilot, let's say? Or something. That's crazy, dude. I'm sure you get this question all the time, but like, is it safe? Like, do you ever get worried? Jacob Becker, are you gonna try and ski with the mogul team in Whistler? That would be my plan. Yeah, Jacob. I would kind of go up there on the coattails of the mogul team up there in Whistler. Whether I exchange like photos or something, or try to work a deal, or maybe it just won't work out, and I'll just go up there and just hang out in Whistler anyways. But if I go up there, it would somehow be associated with the mogul team. Would be my thinking. Even though I don't want to go up there and just rip moguls. Kyler, it's a lot of work and studying, but it's going really well. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. How much, like, do you have to do a certain amount each week, or is it like pretty like free, I guess, in terms of how you want to go about the program? Matt Pike, it's been a while. Yeah, dude, it maybe has been a few streams, but yeah, dude, I get it. So are you back to like teaching in person? Is that what happened, or why, or like what happened with that? I guess if that makes sense. 5 miles do you run, Amanda? To answer your question, I would say no. I used to run a lot. Like I did cross country, and I was a lacrosse player, things like that. So just inherently was running. I really enjoy running. I need to get back into it. But I would rather like road bike. But yeah, I like the high you get from running a lot more than road biking. So that's been kind of one of my goals this year or this summer, is to run a little bit more. I just feel like I'm just so focused with the YouTube and like work. Yeah. so much of my workload gets done early in the morning, and that's when I would want to run. So I'm trying to, yeah, it's just always about finding the balance, you know. Amanda, it's for sure a lot better for the running. Got to give it to you. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, like the longer days, you just like literally get more time in the day. It feels like where it's not pitch dark at like 5 o'clock, which is just crazy. So I'm excited for when it's like 9:30 and it's still like sun's just going down. Schiller, what's up, dude? What's your plan? What's going on with you, man? Again, congrats on the double backflip. That was sick. Sick. Is a basin closed, Schiller? Maybe this weekend. I think it'd be cool to see some mountain bike videos. Maybe at Snowbird, Grand Target, or Jackson. Agreed. And more paintballing too from Jacob Becker. Carly, you're right. So that's like my plan is I'm trying to go to some of these same places we were at skiing and just kind of show them off in the summer, experience them in the summer, and do some more mountain biking. I don't have a mountain bike, so my plan would be to kind of rent for now, which might be a mistake, but it's a little bit more manageable than going out and just buying a new mountain bike. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to do some mountain biking stuff. I think it's gonna be kind of a mixed bag of trying different things this summer. And mountain biking will definitely be in there. I might be able to snag a bike from one of my coworkers who lent me a bike one season, but it's a downhill bike only, so I'd have to like only do downhill. And I just feel like I'm gonna break something, which would suck. And more paintballing too. Yeah, Jacob. I was paintballing all weekend, which was just like so much fun. I've just been like reminiscing about it, and so yeah, I might be doing some tournaments this summer, and just yeah, lots more paintballing because there's just that rush, that adrenaline is just it's so addicting. Timmy Curtin, what was the hardest trail you did this season? Good question. I think it might have been that recent Alta shoot I did called Little Shoot up on like the Baldy Chutes, just because it was so long and it was really steep. And I hadn't had a shoot that was like that really all season, and it was really narrow. There was a really narrow choke to it. So yeah, they don't really do like double black, like anything like that, but I think that could easily be a double black, potentially even a triple black, like if you go off that system. So I would say probably the Little Shoot at Alta was the hardest trail I did. But stuff at Snowbird, like Great Scott, Silver Fox, all that stuff, those are consistently rated some of the most steepest slopes and pitches in Utah. Even like the High Rustler at Alta. But I think hardest trail that I like had difficulty on was probably that shoot at Alta, which was just really, it was really cool. Regina, hello. Yeah, Whistler is closed. I saw that, which is nuts. So that's why I'm hoping. I don't know what they're gonna do because it's such a prominent place for summer ski camps and a lot of like the teams all over the world. So I wonder if if they're gonna open it back up or what's gonna happen. But you'd think they'd be able to open it up for like mountain biking in the summer stuff. I don't know. Oh, Matt Pike, Easter break, so 2 weeks off. Okay, gotcha. 2 weeks off for Easter break. That's crazy. I feel like that's a long time for Easter break, but maybe not. But that's cool, man. Get some like relaxation. Is this the first week you're off then, Matt? And so you have like this week and then next week? Jackson still has most of its trails open. I believe it, Timmy. Yeah, that and like Snowbird too. Snowbird's like really fully open too, and especially with this recent snow that everyone just got, it should be pretty good. But it has been really warm as well, so it goes pretty quickly. Put it that way. Like I know up here at Park City, they just closed the Jupiter terrain. I don't know about 9990, but some of the, even though Park City is still technically open, they're like slowly closing some of the chairlifts. So that always kind of sucks. I just found I think I have a leak in the van, guys. Oh no. That sucks. It's like literally just developing. Oh, I wonder how long that's been going on for. 1 second, I'm gonna get a paper towel. That sucks. I was always slightly afraid of having a leak. Huh. I gotta clear the snow off the roof. Okay. Well, anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about. I'll have to keep an eye on this, because that's a recipe for like mold. Hey Brianna. I've never tried snowboarding. Well, I take that back. I think I did it once, maybe, like a long time ago. But I basically just like falling leafed down the entire mountain. I don't have a desire to snowboard. I don't know. South Valley Regional out in West Valley. It's totally safe. We have to pre-flight the plane before we fly and make sure everything is sound. The first license is 40 hours of flight time for you to take the test. And you 200. Wow, that's crazy. South Valley, okay, West Valley, totally safe. Pre-flight the plane, make sure everything is sound. So do you have like a massive checklist or something, or just like, are you nut and bolting the whole plane yourself, or how does that? It just seems like even with the pre-flight, it just if something were to go wrong, I mean, the first slice, 40 hours of flight time before you take the test. Are you doing the flight time with an instructor like next to you or something? 1,500 hours before you can fly for the big airlines. That's crazy. Everyone come to Mount Hood unless there's summer ski and greet. That'd be sick. If Whistler doesn't open, Justin, I'll probably go up to Mount Hood. But just Whistler is, yeah, Whistler's on another level. Michael, what's up, Lucas? Thanks for the Altavid, my favorite resort by far. Thanks for watching it, dude, number one. And yeah, Alta was sick. For sure. That was a good day. Good day up there. I'm glad I did that. I should have started earlier. I didn't realize everything was going to take so long. Hardtail mountain bikes are cheaper and better for beginners. Timmy Curtin. And I think Michael Bedar is supporting that. But nothing beats just like a full suspension. You know what I mean? That's where I had so much fun on that downhill bike that was lended to me. Because you could just like, you could take it, go over anything you wanted. But yeah, I hear you. Getting something that gets you into the sport and like figuring out what you like and what you don't like, that's a good idea. Even just buying something used. But I don't think you can really get anything for like, I don't know, at least $1,500, maybe probably even closer to $2,000 maybe. I could be wrong. Basin goes on Sunday. Went skiing today. Did you just go up to Basin, Schiller, and just like hike up there or something, or where'd you go if it closed? Oh, Carlo, what was your favorite chairlift you've ridden this season? Oh, Timmy Curtin with a $2.99 sticker. Thank you, man. I think that's like 3 or 4 weeks in a row you have supported the channel monetarily with the $2.99. Thank you, man. I really appreciate your support, dude. Thanks for being here, and thanks for taking it to the next level. My favorite chairlift, Carlo? That's a good question. I didn't even think of this in terms of chairlifts. If we're just talking chairlifts, that's a hard question. I don't want to say Wildcat because I feel like that's just like, yeah, that's too easy. I love the Jupiter chair at Park City. But that's like my home mountain. Okay. I'd have to say there's one chairlift the name always escapes me. It's at Jackson. It starts with an S. Someone help me out on this one. Why am I blanking on it? I'll have to get back to you, Carlo. That's a good question. My favorite chairlift. I love the trams, like the Snowbird tram, but chairlift. There's a lot that goes into that, like from just a chairlift perspective or the terrain off the chairlift, but Matt Pike, we get 6 weeks off for summer, so our breaks are more spread out. Oh, that's cool. 6 weeks off for summer, yeah, that's short. That's like a college like winter break. But that's kind of a cool way to do it. Rather than getting like whatever 3 months, you get just like breaks throughout the whole year. That's kind of a cool way to do it. Hopefully you see. Yeah, Brianna, that's a good point. But the thing is, where this leak is coming from, or whatever is going on, it doesn't seem to be leaking anymore. It's like right underneath my solar panels. So I don't know. I didn't seem like it's not like it's leaking around the fan. Um, that's what I was thinking when I was up like linking up there. Like what? How could it be leaking? Unless it just got into a freak area up there, because there is some sort of, there's like one spot where it is exposed, but I thought it was kind of hidden enough because I had to run cables down from the roof, and maybe it got in that way and just kind of worked its way over here, because I've been in some super heavy rains. I've been in some, obviously, like some crazy snowstorms before, and I've never seen it leak, and it didn't seem like it was continuously leaking. Like it seemed like that was literally the first drop, because it fell on the bed here and it wasn't wet before. So oh, that can be a recipe for disaster, but we're gonna keep an eye on that. You should start fishing, from Jacob Becker. There's some great fishing on the trout season just started, and I've been catching some beautiful ones. I'm sure it's amazing. I grew up on a lake where it's nothing like fishing out here, but I had my share of fishing, and I went out like in the Great Lakes and did this stuff where like I would sit in the seats and like you'd fish for big tuna and stuff. I don't know. I'm just the type of person, I just feel like I need like really like, yeah, I just need like a lot of stimulation and like adrenaline, to put it like bluntly. That's why I love racing, and even like the paintball that I play, like where it's the very fast speedball. Like I just feel like I need to like inject my bloodstream with something like that. So, but fishing could be a good balance for sure. And I think I just need someone to show me the ropes, or yeah. I barely scratched the surface of Alta. Yeah, I hear you, Michael. Like I didn't even go over to that Supreme chairlift. Like, yeah, I need to spend more time at Alta for sure. And there's just so many little chutes and all like alley, like, yeah, so much stuff that I didn't even hit up. That was the one sort of con of this season, was like I felt like every resort I went to, I was there for like a day. So it was like trying to get it all in a day. And yeah, just filming and all that stuff takes away a lot of the time of the day. So that's like kind of the runs that you guys see in the videos are like all the runs that I do. Scott C. Sublet, that's the chair I was thinking. Yeah, Sublet's probably one of my favorite chairs, because it's just such a gnarly, you go over just some really, really gnarly cliffs and like rock formation. So Carlo, if you're still out there, Sublet at Jackson Hole might be my favorite chair. But yeah, Michael, I know I got to get back there. Lots of checklists to make sure we don't miss anything. We also learn emergency oops if anything goes wrong. About 30 hours within the instructor, have to at least 10 hours solo. Oh man. So like, what do you do in emergency ops, man? Like, I don't know. And I'm sure it's just my what would the word be? Naivety, or yeah. But if something were to go wrong and you're up in the air, like, what do you do? I'm a huge bass fisherman. The season is starting up here in Cleveland. Flaming Gorge in Utah. I want to go up to the Flaming Gorge in general. It looks beautiful. The camping looks really cool. But yeah, maybe I gotta give it a go. One of my uncles who passed away was like a huge fly fisherman, and he made all of his flies and stuff like that. And so yeah, maybe I just gotta give it another go. I feel like I'm in Morocco or something. Okay. Schiller, no, closes this Sunday. Oh, closes this Sunday. I got you, man. And how much snow did you guys get up there, dude? It was crazy. I knew it was supposed to get cold and like kind of snow, but I didn't think it was gonna like be a sleeper pow day. But I'm sure it was a sick day for you guys. Hey Daniel, I have not skied Taos. I want to go there really bad. The mountain looks really cool. Taos, Big Sky, a lot of Colorado mountains, and California is kind of like my list for next year. So I'd love to go to do some more stuff like that. Jacob Becker, I live in New Jersey. Wish I could go to Utah though. You got to come out here, man. I grew up in New York, like Syracuse, New York. So Regina. Alta is one of, oh, Michael, I just saw you. Oh, you gotta go English homework. See you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed the Alta video. Good luck on your homework, dude. Alta's one of my top 5. I'll be there next week in PC this week before they close. That's awesome, Regina. Yeah, I think it's hard to go to Alta and not have it be on your top 5, you know? Like, that mountain is one of the best mountains in the country and arguably even in the world for a reason. So, that's a really cool, really cool place. Park City DV this weekend. I'm sure Deer Valley's really good right now too, but like I said, some of the stuff at Park City they have closed down. And today we were like, the mountain barely even opened today because it was so windy. So everything was on wind hold today. Best chairlift is for sure the first one ever, of course, in Sun Valley, Idaho. Jacob, you are probably right. And I never fully understood that, if that was like just one of the chairs somewhere, or if it's like a historic thing somewhere up in the hills. But I have heard that the first ever chairlift was in Sun Valley. I don't think I found it, but I should go back, and that should be my mission. Sublet quad, yeah. See, Timmy, you got it. That's the one I was looking for, a sublet. And I don't even, and like as I look back at that answer, I don't even think that's a good answer. I need to like pull out a map and look at all the chairlifts that I've been on. Cam, ever skied Wolf Creek? Was just there and loved it. I've never skied Wolf Creek. I looked into going there this season because someone else recommended it, but just then it kind of ran out of weekends really to get up there. But yeah, I'd love to get up there next season, explore some of the smaller, more mom and pop resorts. I loved Bryan Head and Eagle Point, stuff like that I went to. So it'd be cool to go to some more of those places. Joseph Ryan, what happened? I don't know exactly what that's referring to. I had a leak up here. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but it seems to have went away. Like, how freakish is that? But it's stressing me out now. Good luck. Bring out the decor. Yeah. I know. I'm going to keep you guys posted. I will find it. Right after this, I'm just going to clear all the snow off the roof and see what's underneath, because it's like right in the middle of the van in the back. Where did you group? Where did you group? I don't know where I grouped. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Where did I grow up? What mountain do you ski at? Joseph Ryan. I live up here in Park City, so I'd say my home mountain is Park City. That's probably where I'm the most familiar at. But I tried to ski all over this this winter. We went to like Sun Valley, we went to Deer Valley, Park City, Snowbird, Alta, Solitude, Jackson, Grand Targhee. We did a nice little Utah, Wyoming tour. So, but definitely Park City is my home mountain on the Park City side. When you go up the tram at Jackson, what trails do you do? By Timmy Curtin. Timmy, I couldn't really tell you the name off the top of my head. I'm trying to think, if you get off the tram and go almost like you're going into Corbett's, but then you just keep going a little bit more to the right, there's like that really big open bowl or like run. That's what I would do off the tram, because I feel like that's really the only thing there is off the tram without doing Corbett's. But that's why I think the sublet chair is really fun. The Teton chair is really fun. But yeah, I don't know who I was talking to about it, but I feel like sometimes the tram at Jackson, it's sweet because you do get a ton of vert, and then you go over to the Hobacks over there on the right, or yeah, Skiers right, which are really long runs. But if you don't do Corbett's, I don't know exactly what you get. Okay, Rendezvous Bowl. See? Yep, you guys got it. Rendezvous Bowl, and then down to the Hobacks down there. Like, that's a nice long lap, and then go all the way down. Yeah, that's why I think the sublet chair is kind of fun. I like hiking that Casper head wall over there and then dropping into those chutes. I think it's called the Teton chair. That's a fun chair as well. And then I don't know if it's Après Vu or if it's another chair off Après Vu, but those trees kind of far skiers left of the mountain, it can also be fun too. But yeah, I'd have to look at the map again. I've only been to Jackson like 3 times. And every time I'm there, it's always kind of like early season ish, where there's not like a ton of snow. So I need to get up there for like a proper powder day. We got 6 inches. It was cold as F though, but it was some nice snow. Yeah, dude, that's not 6 inches. I'm sure it skied really, really nice, especially for April. Like, and considering the fact that it was like 80 degrees this weekend in Salt Lake and people were like golfing and mountain biking, and then you get like a pow day like that. Ooh, that must have been really nice. I wish I like when I opened up, yeah, when I went out to whatever, go out this morning, I was like, oh my God, this would be a killer day today. Matt Bass, I want to go to Alta so badly. I was out there for the first time visiting a buddy, and Little Conwood Canyon was close to avalanches. Oh, so were you out here? Were you out here this year when we had the huge storm, or no? Because we had like the historic interlodge when people were trapped in the lodges up there for like, I don't know exactly how long it was, maybe like 60 hours or something. But that's a bummer, man. That is the one thing with the cottonwoods, is that they can be a real son of a gun to try to get up when it snows, you know? Yeah, so you were. Yeah, it's tough. It's always like that balance of you want to get up there on a pow day, but it's also always a nightmare. Cam, how much money would you say you spend a season? You do a lot of skiing, but I'm sure you do save a lot living in the van. Good question. Well, I'm fortunate that, yeah, I work during the week full time, so it was like a good way to obviously fund everything. Because I think if I didn't have the job and I was just trying to do this stuff off like, I don't even know. Yeah, YouTube, I don't make really any money to support it, but it was nice to have a job because I kind of was able to budget everything and balance it. But I probably spent just alone in lift tickets, because I bought the Alta ticket, I bought the Snowbird ticket, which was expensive. My Jackson Hole trip cost me a ton of freaking money. Brian Head, Eagle Point, Solitude. I mean, I probably easily spent over $1,000 just in extra lift tickets, which is crazy. And then that's not even considering the fuel that I spent to drive places. Food, groceries is about like $40 a trip, was pretty consistent. Like when I'd go stock up for the weekend, I'd probably spend $40 at a Walmart. I mean, it definitely saves a lot of money that I don't need to get a hotel, right? Or like an Airbnb, like I have everything here. But I probably spent, close to $2,000 just in extra stuff. And that's in addition to the Epic Pass that I have. I'm trying to think. Yeah, and like I got a stupid MRI on my shoulder, which in retrospect, I wouldn't have gotten it. I knew it was going to cost me $1,400 with insurance. So that kind of set me back. Yeah. But I try not to think about it that much because it's all the experiences and it allows me to make videos and all this stuff. But yeah, the biggest thing is that I have a consistent, like, I don't know, income, as crappy as it sounds, like every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So it's like I just knew what to expect and how to make things work. And yeah, just saving money, investing money. YouTube, surprisingly, like February and March were obviously kind of the best months I've ever had on the channel in terms of growth and views. So it actually did end up kind of offsetting a little bit of the gas, which was nice, and just like little stuff. But it's by no means enough to like, there was no way I could do what I'm doing just off YouTube alone. But so it's kind of just a culmination of things. But that's kind of a general idea of how much money I spent. Oh, Joseph, yeah, you were wondering about the roof. Yeah. I don't know. Super random, man. Like, I was just saying, I've been in heavy rainstorms, tons of snow before. I'm hoping it was just kind of a freak thing. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. It hasn't leaked since then. But that could definitely be a problem because I only have 3/8 inch tongue and groove on the ceiling, so it's super thin. It's very delicate. I did that to try to preserve ceiling height, so I had more space to stand up and stuff like that. But it's also just very fragile lumber that I used. And like, yeah, I couldn't even, if I had to redo the ceiling, oh, that would be a nightmare. I don't even know how I would approach redoing the ceiling. Let's see. Rendezvous Bowl. Oh man, I got too caught up on one of those questions because I'm behind a bit. Um, do you know Luke O'Brien? I do not know Luke O'Brien, Matt. That doesn't sound familiar. How's your from the fall Grand Tuggy? Carlo, it's feeling a lot better. It's still pretty sore and I have trouble like sleeping and like going to the gym, just doing certain movements and stuff like that. It's definitely still prominent. And then yeah, I played paintball 2 days this weekend, which probably wasn't the smartest thing, but I just couldn't help myself, and like just running around and diving and sliding on my hip. Yeah, wasn't the best either, but all in all, it's a lot better. I just think it's really badly bruised. But yeah, I got lucky with that one for sure. But thanks for asking, dude. It's feeling better. I don't think obviously nothing is broken or anything like that. So hopefully there's no long term effects. Find a spot and set it down. Of course, we're gonna do this. So we have more checklists to attempt to resolve. Aviation is very safe. The chance of anything happening there is so small. We do everything we can. Yeah, and I find a spot and set it down. You make it sound like it's be so easy. Oh man. But yeah, I believe you. Like, I'm sure it's safer than like driving to work or something. You know, the chance of anything happening in the air is so small. Yeah, it's just like if anything were to happen, I feel like the risk, is like so high, the consequences. But I guess you can't look at it that way. It'd be the same thing, kind of like I don't want to say the same thing, but similar to like racing cars or something like that, where if something does go wrong, it could be really bad, but the odds of that are pretty low. So, anyways, man, I'm stoked for you, dude. I love seeing it. I love following the progress, and are you trying to be a commercial pilot one day, or are you just doing this kind of like a hobby? Like, what's your plan with that? Because that's really cool. Rendezvous Bowl. Yep. You guys all snagged it right away. That's it. What's your favorite lift at Sun Valley by Carlo? Oh man, my favorite lift. What am I listening to? You know what lift I thought was cool at Sun Valley? Which probably wasn't my favorite, but it was kind of an interesting one. There's one of the lifts at the very top that takes you like across the mountain. Where it's kind of like you go up a lift and you kind of get off right away and you go across the lift to like another side of it. That was a pretty cool sort of lift. But I would say my favorite one is that first one where it smells like a hot spring or like the sulfur. It takes you all the way up to the top of the lift, and you go over like that little creek in the beginning. I don't know what lift that is called. I feel like all that stuff just goes over my head. This could be a cool song. I don't know what it's called, but it's the one lift right at the base, and you go over like a little stream. There's like a little bridge, and you smell like the rotten egg smell because there's like the hot springs and all that sulfur stuff. So that's probably my favorite lift at Sun Valley. But like I said before, I wasn't like blown away by Sun Valley. I need to go back, but Opera View is the lift to the farthest. So I think that's the one that I'm thinking of, Regina, because yeah, I remember it was like up high on the right side of the lift or the mountain, but yeah, I need to go back. I need to go back to all these resorts. I need to take notes for when I get questions like this of what my favorite lifts are, things like that. But I liked Opera Vu, I liked Teton Chair, and I really enjoy that hike. Oh, we got it. Scott C gives a sponsorship towards MRI. Oh, that is huge, Scott. Thank you, man. Seriously, I appreciate it. Thanks for your support on the stream tonight. Thanks for being here. I will accept that sponsorship wholeheartedly. And if anything, I will just never get an MRI again because I guess this is just learning from mistakes, but I was like, hey, I have health insurance. I thought it was good health insurance. I guess I saved like $800, so it was $2,200 for the MRI, and I paid $1,400 of it. But it was just one of those bills that you get, and you're like, oh, like yeah, just wasn't good timing. And then I never like having like money outstanding, so I just paid the whole thing at once because like I could break this up into 2 payments, or I can just pay it and just forget about it. But anyways, you live and you learn, and now my shoulder's like fine. Like it still bothers me. I think it's just like inflammation. I'm afraid it's gonna get worse as I get older, but it's just part of life. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But good questions. Let me get back on. Thank you, though. Seriously, man. Thank you, Scott. Is it Challenger, guys? Is that that lift right at the bottom? Maybe it is. I don't have a map in front of me. I could pull one up. I don't want to mess up the stream. Are you going to do another day at Snowbird? Oh, Tyler, what's up, man? They have 30. Yeah, so I will definitely go to Snowbird again at some point this year, just because they're going to be open so late, and it's just fun skiing that mountain. I probably won't be there, not this weekend, probably not next weekend, but I'll be there again, and that's insane. I didn't even look. I don't even look at the Little Cottonwood Snow Report because it's just, yeah, it's always so insane, and yeah, when you can't ski, it's like I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what it is or how much they got, but that's insane. 13 inches today. If you could get up there, oh, that would be an epic day for April. It was unreal. First time on the West Coast, skiing was still great. Matt Bass, never skied mountains. Seriously, once people come out to the West and ski out here, you realize just how amazing it is, you know, and like how much of a different, it really is a different sport, you know. It's just like it's just a different challenge out here. So, yeah, I know I'm extremely blessed and just privileged to be able to come out here and ski as much as I do, but I always encourage people to try to get out here and ski because it really is a cool experience, even if you just do it once a year or whatever, whenever you can. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude. You got to come back next year, do it again. Joseph Ryan says, I would really like to go up to Northern California someday to Mammoth Mountain, Heavenly, or Squaw Valley. I'm right there with you. I was talking to I think my dad about it when we were at Snowbird, was going to California. My dad, Joe, he can be very opinionated about some things, especially when it comes to skiing. And he claims he didn't like skiing out in California, but I just told him, like, whatever, gotta go out there and see it for myself. You know what I mean? I think if you can get to any resort on a good snow day, then how bad can it be? So I would love to get out to Squaw, Mammoth, all that stuff. But I'm right there with you, man. That's why I think next year I'm gonna get the Epic and the Icon, so I'm not spending like all this money on extra tickets, and I have more options. And I'll be able to go out to California. I think we just got another one by Mike R. I think Mike is also a Stoke Squad member. And I think, Mike, is it your birthday? Is that what's going on? But he says, for more bags of Reese's for your oatmeal. That's what I needed right there. I don't do that often. That was like the first time I really tried that. But I have such a sweet tooth in the morning. And like, yeah, I try to eat oatmeal because whatever, it's healthy for you and gives you good energy, but like I gotta put something in it, in the Reese's. So I will put that $10 just for Reese's, man. It is your birthday. That's awesome, dude. Happy birthday. Everyone wish Mike a happy birthday. Thanks for spending your birthday here in the stream too, man. Seriously, dude, thank you. Happy birthday. And thank you for the $10. Thank you for being a part of the Stoke Squad. Happy birthday. Sorry, I always lose some of these. You said from Syracuse, so if you ever ski Greek Peak, it's pretty close. I was filmed there too. You should for sure get the Epic. Pretty sure it's around 1,000. Yeah, Jacob. Okay, so yeah, I'm from Syracuse. Mike, sounds good. Thanks. Yeah, I don't want to ask you that, but sweet, man. Thank you again. You said you're from Syracuse. Yeah, I'm from Syracuse, man. I've never skied Greek Peak. I honestly didn't really ski much at all back Syracuse. My dad, Joe, was just like, yeah, mogul skier, all this stuff. He kind of always had a place out in Park City. So I just kind of always grown up coming out here and spending a lot of my winters here. So I never skied back east, really. And yeah, isn't that crazy that the ski patrol at Grand Targhee helped me was from Ithaca too. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, small world is really cool. I loved going to Ithaca like in the summers though, kind of going in the gorges and stuff. It's a really pretty, beautiful place. And I will get the Epic. I had the Epic this year, Jacob, just because I live in Park City, so it's hard for me to justify not getting it. But I got to be honest, I probably only skied out in Park City like 3, 4, maybe 5 days. So like I almost didn't even really get my money's worth out of the Epic. But I did go to Sun Valley and Snow Basin, so I guess I did. But yeah, I'll definitely get the Epic again. Especially because I want to do a Colorado trip too. Like I want to go to Breckenridge and Vail and places out there, Telluride. So they're all great. You can't get the resorts to help kind of you out with since you're kind of promoting the resorts from PSJ1111. That's a good question. I've never really tried. I still think, yeah, I just think you just need more views, more people who watch your stuff. You know what I mean? I think it's a hard pitch for me to go in and say, hey, give me a lift ticket and I'll make a video. Maybe it would. But there's also so much liberation in just being able to go to the resort and just like doing what I want to do. You know, I mean, I am spending money, but I don't know. I make YouTube videos because it's fun and it's just like a way for me to express myself creatively and not. I do this stuff for a living too, like make videos. So I do this because it's like I can just create for myself, and I feel like if I were to get tied right now at this stage of the channel where it's kind of so small, I guess relatively speaking, I don't want to. Yeah, it's nice just being able to go do what I want to do at a resort, but it's a good point, and especially like the Grand Targhee one, the Grand Targhee vlog. The resort commented on those videos and was like, thanks for stopping by, all this stuff. So it was cool they saw the video. Dalmavina, when did you move to Park City? I moved to Park City full time in August of 2018. I lived in Colorado for a few years before that. When I went to grad school right after college. So I was in upstate New York for college, then went to Colorado, and then came here. But like I said, my dad had always had a place out here, so I spent a lot of time when I was younger out here as well. So that's why I say full-time moved to Park City, because I spent a lot of time out here just like on winter breaks and all that sort of stuff. But have you ever thought about coming to Tahoe? Yes, for sure, man. Tahoe's one of those destinations that I'd just love to go to summer or winter. So yeah, I'd love to get out there. Hopefully I can get out there next season. Maybe this summer. I don't know. I don't know what to expect with anything. My favorite moment is when you dropped the tripod and went back for it. Yeah, I'm glad you remember that. That was the first powder day of the season, actually. Because I was just like, well, I wasn't going to leave it up there. I guess I could have, but those little things are expensive. They're like $100. And that was kind of a new one. So I'm like, I'm not just going to leave this thing up there. Worst I'm going to do is go hike again and ski some POW. So might as well go try. But yeah, that was fun. And ever since then, I've always fastened the tripod very well. So that doesn't happen again. Timmy Curran, Lookout. I'm not sure. If you have the map, just check. Yeah, it could be the Lookout lift. I don't know. Challenger, Sun Valley. I think that might be the consensus. Lookout is the mid-mountain lift, and Challenger is the lift that goes. Okay, so Tim, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So Lookout is the one that goes sideways, and Challenger is the one that goes over the creek. So those two, I would say, my favorite. I just think Lookout is a cool lift, but Challenger is probably my favorite because it takes you up the entire mountain. You know. Dog Hut, what's this about an MRI? I got an MRI back in, I don't know, maybe January, February at this point on my shoulder. I didn't really know what it was, but it was like in here. I didn't know if it was rotator cuff or whatever it was, but so I got an MRI, and at long story short, when I got the bill, it cost me $1,400, and I thought my insurance was going to cover most of it, but they covered $800 of it, and I just still had to pay $1,400 of it. And I was like, screw this. At this point, I just will never do an MRI again because that's expensive. So I paid it all off in one go because I didn't want to have that looming over my head. But it was just a bill that hit at an inopportune time, kind of towards the end of the ski season when I kind of spent some of my savings for skiing and stuff like that. Then you get hit with something like that, and it's just yeah. So I actually took a weekend off, or I stayed local one of the weekends because of that bill. Because I just didn't want to spend like another $500 trying to go ski somewhere else. Kyler, taking it step by step right now might lead to an eventual career change, but flying is something I've always wanted to do no matter what. It's very expensive, even just to get to the first license. I could only imagine, dude. Like, I think that's something that would be such a cool thing to do, but just the cost of that and the time, and like you said, just the energy you're spending is just so extreme. I think it's a total, like, you really have to be fully committed to it. I've always been fascinated with helicopters and stuff like that. I think flying helicopters would be really cool, but just like the running costs, you know, I mean, you know it all. Just running your plane, you know, all that stuff is just so much money. So there's only so many things we can do in life, you know. There's only so much time in the day that you got to kind of pick what you want to go do and excel at. So, but yeah, I want to do it all as much as we can, but it's hard to. Kirkwood would be cool. Kirkwood would be cool. Heavenly, want to get out there. I bought the Epic Local Pass this year with my dad, and it was pretty much worth it because we ski in the east and don't have to pay for each mountain. I'm sure, dude. Like, when I was in Colorado before, the Epic was fine because there was, at the time, A Basin was on it. You had Keystone, Breckenridge, Vail. I mean, it was amazing. You had so many resorts just right around on the Epic. The only problem when you get out to Park City is there's really not that many on the Epic that are close by. So that's why I went up to Sun Valley and Snow Basin. But yeah, I think the Epic's a great pass. And you know, these passes keep expanding year after year. So I think if you get the Epic and the Icon, you'll really be set for any mountain you want to go to. But happy birthday, Mike. Yeah, it's Mike's birthday, guys. Is Sun Valley and Park City on the Epic Pass? Yes. You get 5. So I had the full Epic Pass, which means that I don't have blackout days. Like I can ski on Christmas and New Year's or whatever the blackout days are. And with that, I think the way they said it was 5 days at Sun Valley and Snow Basin combined, maybe, or was it 5 days at each? I'm not really sure, but there was something where I got like 5 or 7 days maybe at Sun Valley and Snow Basin, and I think Sun Valley and Snow Basin is owned by the same person, or there's some sort of connection there. So I think that's why that is like that. So that was why I wanted to go up to Sun Valley and then Snow Basin, because I didn't have to pay for those lift tickets. All I had to do was essentially pay for the gas and stuff like that to get up there. Bogus Basin is my home mountain. Isn't that up in that's in Idaho, right, Carlo? But yeah, thanks for asking about the fall. I'm all good. I would say we're about 90%. I set myself back a few percent this weekend, but it was worth it. So worth it. How did you decide on going to college at Hobart? Good question, Amanda. Just when I think you're not in here, all of a sudden you pop up with a question. So the number one driver that I went to Hobart was because my dad went there before. So it's just kind of like one of those familial things, I guess. But another big thing was I applied like early admission to Hobart and I got in like right away. And so the lazy side of me was, it was senior year and like I had already been accepted into a college in like November. And so I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I don't want to have to go to any more colleges and do more applications. I'm just going to chill and go to college next year. So that was another big thing that led to it. And then it was kind of nice because it was still close to like it was probably 2 hours from where I lived. So it was like far, but not far, where it was like I had to fly to get back home. So it's kind of in a cool location where it was like kind of in between. And then I wanted to go to a smaller school at the time. And they had like obviously a good lacrosse program, hockey. One of my cousins went there. And so it's just kind of a cool place, and it's on the Finger Lakes. So that was it. Other than that, I was like, yeah, college would be fun wherever. At the time I was trying to go be a doctor. They had a good like medical program, all that sort of stuff. But in retrospect, I probably should have looked at a little more schools. But it was fun. Joseph Ryan, I have COVID, so I have to go to bed early, so goodbye. Man, dude. See you later. Hope you feel better. Thanks for being on the stream, though. But good question, Amanda. So that's why for grad school, I went to like a complete opposite. I was like, I'm going to a huge school across the country, and that was how I found myself in Boulder, Colorado, because I was just like, I want to go to a school with like 50,000 kids, and it was a wake-up call. I remember like skateboarding to class the first day, and then like, I don't know, the bell rang or whatever, and like the sidewalks were just so mobbed with people. I picked up my skateboard and walked. I was like, I'm gonna crash into someone. Yeah, so Mike says, Sunny Valley Park City are both on the Epic Pass. Yep. Is Solitude a confusing mountain? Is it easy to get lost there the first time? That's a good question. I don't think it's easy to get lost there. I think it's actually a pretty straightforward mountain. It's not that big, to be honest. It can be a little confusing, because you get into like Honeycomb Canyon, I think it's called, and it kind of feels like, it almost feels like you're not in the right place because it's like this long sort of run out, but eventually it leads to like this little lift at the corner of the the boundary and it kind of takes you back up. So I think it's pretty simple. I always just take a photo of the trail map on my phone because you don't always have service in these places. And the fun part is kind of getting lost and like exploring different places. But I don't think it's that confusing just because it's a little bit on the smaller side. But I think you should try to. I know Fantasy Ridge is a really cool hike to do. It wasn't open when I was there just because I was there when there was no snow, but that'd be a place I'd want to go back to. Tyler, good question about getting the Icon versus Epic. I'm definitely considering Icon. I've been saying I'm probably going to get both, which I know isn't realistic for a lot of people. But just seeing what I spent this season over extra sea passes, I would have saved money if I just gotten the Epic or the Icon in the first place. But I think you do get more value with the Icon, especially the full pass, or even if you, because you can get like Jackson Hole, stuff like that, Deer Valley, like those are really expensive resorts. So I think the Icon is a great move. I really do. I know there's a lot of people who are against sort of like opening up their resorts to these season passes, whether it's the Epic or the Icon. But I think it's just the way the ski industry is going. So I don't know. If you get up to town at any point, hit me up. I'll give you the tour. All right, dude, I will. Yeah, I need to get that for most of these places, whether it's Sun Valley or wherever. So I don't know if I got to do a better job of announcing I'm going to some place, but I could definitely use a tour. Yeah, see, Tyler's right. Solitude isn't too confusing. It's not huge. It's pretty easy to make your way around. Yeah, it's not that big of a resort. It's pretty straightforward, like I said. I forgot what that lift is called on the left. Is it called Summit, maybe? Something like, I think it starts with an S. It takes you basically up to the top. That was a really fun lift. There's lots of cool terrain over there. So I played around mostly on that lift. You can hike. You can go to Honeycomb Canyon. So Joseph Ryan left because he has COVID. But Timmy Kern says, where did you get the funding for Lunar? That's a good question. So there's a few answers, few parts to this. The van itself, I basically had to get a loan to buy the van. And then what I did for the build itself was I had a van before this. And I basically sold that van right as I really started the big build of this van. So I used a lot of that money that I got from selling that van to build this van. And then also just being able to work throughout this whole thing, and it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I didn't know what I was doing, because it took me time to do these projects to where by the time I was ready for the next project, whether that was the kitchen or like the wood for the cabinets, you know, I had made more money, earned more money from work, that I was able to fund that. So the bulk of the actual van, I'm paying that off. So it means I have to basically make a payment each month just to pay for the Sprinter van itself. But the actual build is done with. So it's paid for is what I mean by that. So that's kind of how I did that. Trying to think. So yeah, it was a combination of selling a van before, obviously working, and then just paying off the actual van. I got a good deal on the van. It is a 2013 van, so it's a little bit older, but it's low miles, and so far it's been really good. So now it's mostly just the payments each month, and then just the general upkeep. Like I just kind of got it serviced because I'm supposed to be going to California here soon, and then yeah, like if this leak persists, it'll be a problem. So I hope that answers your question, Timmy. I wish I could just go get the funding somewhere. But yeah, it doesn't work that way. Jacob Becker went to Whiteface, Greek Peak. There's literally no one there. Oh, guys, sorry. Nice. Working on perfecting my spready. I love it, dude. You gotta do the Cossack. Timmy Graham, where's JH Sports at? I don't know where Josh is at. He was such a strong supporter early on, but I'm sure... People, they just lose interest. It happens. It's just the game of YouTube, social media. But he'll be back. I don't doubt it. Oh, Party Guy Techno. Yo, sick videos. Just Winter Man, excited to see your movie. Wait, you went to Boulder. When did you graduate? Yeah, I went to, Boulder. I went to grad school there, so I didn't do undergrad. I graduated there in 2018. I was there from 2016 to 2018 at the Leeds School of Business there, getting my MBA. So... yeah, I graduated in 2018. I lived right at the bottom of the hill. what was the street called? Marine Street. So right in between the hill and like Pearl Street. So it was an unreal time of my life. As someone who also went to a small school for undergrad and a large school for graduate school, I would love to hear about your thoughts on big school versus small school sometime. Oh, good, yeah. What did you get an undergrad and graduate degrees in, Amanda? There's so many pros and cons of both, you know. Like small schools are awesome because it's like a small school, you know everyone, like you're close with the teachers. I don't know if it's really safer, but like you know people, you have more friends, like. But I feel like at the end of the 4 years, it feels like you're just kind of back in high school, you know. But I think from a learning perspective, it was really, really awesome. The big school was just crazy. I mean, big school was just like nuts, you know. Just like, yeah. I always say if I were to go to a big school for undergrad, I probably wouldn't have never went to grad school because I just don't think I would have done as well. But I think I would have had a better, I don't know, I think I would have had a little bit better social experiences. I really didn't have a huge social life in college just because I felt like I was studying so much with biochemistry. But yeah, that's a good point. So I'm glad I got to experience both of them. And I think experiencing a big school from a grad student perspective is kind of a safer way to do it than experiencing a big school as an undergrad and a small school as a grad student. I don't know. We can't look back. We can only learn from it and, yeah, keep moving forward. But in the summertime, I like to go scootering at skate park in Boise, Idaho. And yes, Bogus is from Boise. That's sick, man. You should go out there. Go scooter at the skate park. That'd be fun. I gotta get up to Bogus Basin. I'd love to go check out Boise as well. Party techno, shame, dude. Party scene in, yeah, dude. Party scene in Boulder is nuts, for sure. That's what I'm saying. That's why it was such a crazy time. If grad school wasn't as easy as it is, honestly, like I don't know if I would really authentically graduated, if that makes sense. Steamboat has the only red runs I've seen, which is harder than double blacks. Timmy Crane, that's cool. I gotta look that up. I didn't know they had red runs. It makes sense. But that's cool. I'd love to go to Steamboat and Crested Butte next winter. I gotta do a red run. I'll have to look that up. Have you done it before, Timmy? What's your full-time job? From Graham with the Philadelphia Eagles avatar. I'm the director of videography or the director of cinematography for a real estate company. So I basically just manage a team of videographers. And I work kind of on the marketing side of real estate. I went to Bogus when I was stationed at Mount Home AFB, Great Hill. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I've heard good things about Bogus, but I've never been. Timmy Curran, hell no, I would die on a red run. No, you wouldn't, dude. You'll be fine. You gotta just go for it. Oh, Boss Wraith ROTMG. What's up, man? I'll always remember your name and just like the avatar, and I remember the New Zealand vlogs, which feels like a long time ago now. But he says, hey man, what's up? Been a long time again. But damn, 3.7K subs. Damn, always knew you were gonna go places. Hope you're still enjoying filming. Thank you, dude. Yeah, guys. I don't know your name, but just Boss Wraith. Yeah, he was one of the first people who ever kind of discovered one of my videos when I went to New Zealand. So yeah, thanks for circling back around. Thanks for checking by. Yeah, man. Still enjoying it, making content. Yeah.